Kimberly, Allison from Starliner Music. Welcome to my channel. Today in Fingerboard Geometry, we'll be covering caged major triads. First, we'll look at some fingerings, and then we'll do some exercises. Here we go. I hope you enjoy it. All right, here we go with major triads within the caged system. So we're talking about arpeggios here. Thus far, we've looked at the major third and the perfect fifth within the caged system. If you haven't seen those videos, you need to check those out before going on to this video if you're not familiar with thirds and fifths in the caged system. So we're going to assemble those together and create triad arpeggios. Let's start with the root D in the C pattern. So here's the C pattern octave. And now I'm going to add in the thirds and the fifths. So we have 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. And don't forget that we have a 3 and the 5 on the bottom of the pattern for here in the C pattern. So there's the low 3 and the low 5. So if you play from the 6th string, you have 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. Now let's go on to the A pattern for the root D. So remember that the caged system follows the word caged, C-A-G-E-D. So we just did the letter C, now we're on to the letter A. So here is the octave pattern at the 5th fret. These are Ds. And so now the triad arpeggio looks like this: root, third, fifth, root, third, fifth. And don't forget we have a low 5 here at the 5th fret. So if you put the whole pattern together starting from the 6th string, we have 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. Now on to the G pattern for the root D. So our octave pattern looks like this. So those are all Ds. And now let's add in the 3s and the 5s. Root, third, fifth, root, third, fifth, root. Now we're on to the E pattern. The E pattern is located at the 10th fret, so here is the octave pattern. Those are all Ds, and now we're going to add in the thirds and the fifths. So root, third, fifth, root, third, fifth, and root. Finally, we're over to the D pattern for D. So our octave pattern is like this. Here's D at the 12th fret and then D at the 15th fret. That's our D-shaped D octave. And our pattern looks like this. From the root, we have root, third, fifth, root, third. And then don't forget, the low 2 strings have notes on them as well. So this was our root. Don't forget that there's a fifth directly below that root. And then we have the low third here, the F sharp on the 6th string. So if we played this from the 6th string, it would be 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3. So that would be the D pattern. Now let's check this out on another root. All right, let's do the same thing for the root A. So I'm starting here at the 5th fret with my note A. And I'm going to play the G pattern to start with. So the octave shape is like this: A, A, and A. And now I'm going to fill in the thirds and the fifths. So we have 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1. So that is my A triad arpeggio in the G form. Now I'm on to the E form. Again, we're following the word caged. Now we didn't start at the letter C, but we're still using the same order of the letters. So after the letter G in the word caged, we have the letter E. So this is the E form or the E pattern for our caged major triad rooted on A. So the octave pattern looks like this. Those are A's. And now we're going to add in the thirds and the fifths. So we have 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1. Now we're on to the D pattern for the root A. My octave looks like this. This time I'm going to start at the bottom of the pattern on the 6th string. So I'm actually starting on the 3rd. So this is the 3rd, the 5th, the root, the 3rd, 5th, root, 3rd. So that's the D pattern. Now we're on to the C pattern. Here are my A's. So A at the 12th fret, A at the 10th fret. And here is my pattern. I'm going to start this from the 6th string on the 3rd. So the 3rd again is here, 6th string, and that's the note C sharp. So C sharp is the 3rd, E is the 5, and then we have root, 3rd, 5th, root, 3rd, 5th. And finally, we're going to end up on the A pattern for A, and that's here at the 12th fret. So here's my root, here's the octave A, and here is the pattern. I'm going to start on the low 5th E, so we have 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. So those are A major caged triad arpeggios. Now, let's get a look at the exercises. All right, here we go with the exercises. We're going to be playing all 5 caged major arpeggio patterns, ascending and descending. We will do the root C first, and I will demo that here, and then we'll follow the circle of fourths. If you don't know what the circle of fourths is, please check out my video on the circle of fourths. I will actually give it to you here in this video so you know what order to follow the roots in. Otherwise, check out my video on the circle of fourths. Now, let's start with the root C. I'm going to start on the A pattern just to avoid open strings for the demonstration here. So you're going to play from the 6th string to the 1st string, back down to the 6th string. So here we go. This is the A pattern. Next, we go on to the G pattern. Then we have the E pattern. Then we have the D pattern. And finally, we have the C pattern. And then we're going to repeat that for the next root in the circle. That would be F, and then B flat, etc. Let's get a look. That's it for CAGED Major Triads. I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music, and I hope to see you back on my channel soon.